Hey everybody, hope you're having a day. Timidty Trials is back. She's some of the... Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. It's usually in like a week or so just keep that in mind. Let's go for these on the list though. We have Harmonized Nephew, Harmonized Skill, Attack Speed +6, Resin Blade, and you can move on the Swiss. To them and allies in Taz them, and neutralize penalties on them, and allies in Taz them. Taz here are Pathfiends and Fates. Resolution attack speed +4 during combat. Not for one turn. Penalty debuffs the last person's action. Fluttering Fang is self special trigger, carries 1. If there's an ally from previous comes center of them, bonus their attack speed to Panthers equal to 5 plus number of votes in previous comes center of them. Then times 3, the max is 14. If any space when 2 spaces has the Fang Pain effect applied or current system terrain, excluding impossibles, Fice always shares 14. Neutralize post bonuses to speed and res from skills like 4 allies of that during combat. And also, if their attack and trigger their special, grants couldn't command one before the first attack, and couldn't command one before the first follow-up attack during combat. And also, if their HP is 99% or below, when their special triggers, deals +10 damage. If there's an ally in fusion center of them, and the HP full counter attack, allies in fusion center of them, if allies attack and trigger ally special, inflicts current -X. So neutralize effects inflicts current -X on ally and grants current -1 to the ally before the first attack. Also, if their HP is 99% or below and when their special triggers, deals +10 damage. Mimbo treats foes defense and res as it is reduced by 30% during combat, 1 charge spikes the weapon. Attacks the mastery. If they fail the combat during the current turn, you have counter 2. Counter just means after an attack, assist skills or trigger again, back to movement. Typically cannot warp, normally once per turn. And skills like action first, like heal versus pack first, unless states otherwise. Then our combat foes HP is 50% or above. Attack speed +7 during combat. Also, if any special species have the Fang Pain effect applied or counted as difficult terrain, excluding impossible ones. Additional attack speed +4 during combat. Resonance 4 deals damage combat against equal to 20% of X. The X's are max HP before entering battle -20. Max HP before entering battle just basically means HP that doesn't include any legendary, mythic, bonus heroes, all that stuff. So never just HP below 1. Speed res -4 on the foot during combat. They deal damage equal to max HP at start combat -2 times 2 during combat. So max is to the HP at start combat minus current HP times 2 start during combat. Max is 12, minimum 16, excluding AoE specials. And reduce the percentage of foes non-special action skill by potential equal to their HP at start combat minus current HP times 10 during combat. The maximum is 60% and the minimum is 30%. Speed res crux. Speed res -4 on foes and free which comes under them. And those foes suffer a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. Then we have Mia, Summertime Axe. Nimbus Kanto, remaining +1. So, that means by remaining is whatever space you have left when you move. So, you move 2 and attack, you have 1. If you do a attack, you have 3. SL, Spiritual Carrier, currents 1. Grants attack speed defense stress +5. At the start of turn, if HP is 20% or above, 25% or above, speed defense stress +6. Neutralize is effective against flying bonuses. And reduce the percentage of foes non-special action skill by 50%, excluding any specials. It's granted to her for the turn. At the start combat, if HP is 20% or above, bonus her attack speed defense stress equal to 15% of her speed at start combat. Neutralize effects that inflicts current -X on her. She deals +X times 5 damage, max 30, excluding AoE specials. And reduce time boost up by X times 3 during combat, max is 18 here. Excluding AoE specials. And also when full set trigger special, reduce damage further by X times 3, max 18, excluding AoE specials. The access number of bonus effects active on her and foe, excluding any stat bonuses. And if HP is 20% or above at start combat, 7 HP is stored after combat. And bonuses are just buffs the last person's action. Luna to charge boost. Treats foes defense and res as it is reduced by 50% during combat. Speed defense prime 4. If a bonus is active on her, speed defense +X during combat. The X number of bonus effects active on her, excluding stat bonuses, times speed +3, max 9. And then if no bonus effects act on her, extended stat bonuses is 4 or more. Concur attack for close range. Pegasus Rift. Speed and attack -4 on the foe during combat. If first speed plus rest is equal or greater than the foe's speed plus rest plus 10, -10, sorry, excludes the effects from Phantom. Phantom is just grabbed by +7, that's why. She does plus X damage, excluding dealing damage with AoE specials. Reduce damage foe's first hit by X during combat. The X is her rest at the start of combat -30. Minimum 0, max is 10, first attack range for strike, yada yada yada. She can make a follow-up attack, foe can make one, and increases the speed distance necessary for foe to make a follow-up attack by 20 during combat. So the speed must be 25 or more to make one. And then attack speed remains not. Attack speed -4 on foes when 2 species of her during combat. At the start of turn, it's using 2 species of an armored ally or infantry ally with a range of 1. Grants some unique movement space to her, the infantry ally with range of 1, then 2 species of her. And armor allies with 2 species of her. That turn only doesn't stack. This triggers if she has no singer down skill. She doesn't have it, so that's fine. Then for Lucia, Breezy Spear. Attack +3, she can carry attack at close range. And she and foe cannot trigger specials during combat or effect specials, excluding regular ones. Attack speed defense rest +5 to her. Grants bonus or attack speed defense rest equal to 15% of her speed start combat. She deals damage equal to 20% of her speed during combat. Excludes area specials. 7 HP sorted after combat. Then disable skills of all other foes and allies during combat, excluding her and the target. Disable skills with the following effects to both her and that enemy during combat. Defensive terrain effects, support effects, guarantee follow-ups, defense follow-ups, defense counterattacks, and change attack priority. So like fantasy zone stuff. Rally up speed plus 6 to target allies and 2 pieces of the target. It's good stuff for turn. Attack speed over 4. Foe range 1 cannot move in a space associated to her. If range 2, 2 spaces associated to her. Then attack speed -4 on the foe. Reduce damage foe's first step by 40% during combat. And 7 HP scissor after combat. Firm Contour Curve. If foes within 4 ranges of her triggers Conto, inflicts Conto control on the foe. The Conto control is limiting spaces. If the range is 1, they can move once, 1 space. If the range is 2, action instant melee. Prevents after start of turn skills triggers, action and melee status effects from being affected on her and allies in free space of her. For her and allies in free space of her, neutralizes the action instant melee effect from foes skills, and after start of turn skills triggers, action instant melee status. Does not neutralize effects from infrared structures or the special slot. And then we have Leo, who's 4-star. Juicy Basketball. Start turn, if HP is 20% or above. Grants attack +6, and if he's combat, he's guaranteed to follow attack. Obviously, this is all granted to him for the turn. Start combat, his HP is 20% or above. Attack speed defense +4 to him during combat. And deals +X damage. Axe number of bonus effects act on him and foe, excluding the stat bonuses. Times 5, maximum is 25. Exclusive AoE specials. Glacius 4 charge, boosts times by 80% of its res. Still out free, he gets attack res +5, but loses fight defense. Face smoke free, foe can recover HP during or after combat. And then after combat, deep wound is inflicted on target and foes to 2 species of the target. Deep wound just means they can't heal. Go for the next action. That's banner. Best I can really go on this, but I'm just doing the ring go from there. I'm going to try for Stephanie. I have one unit here, and I think and that's Lucia. So it'd be nice to pick up maybe another unit here. Nope, I just got Tana. Alright, let's burn through these other revivals. I have Afro unit here. So I'll just go for the dual unit. Okay, look. Then this spawner. So I believe I have Sophis, I have Nino, and I have Duomar. I'll go for Duomar. I know I have Nino, I know that for a fact. Let's see. That's about it. So it's the other revival one I have to guess I have to do. This one. Do 2 here. And I'm gonna double check Timidity Trials in case that second story part is active. That's Sander! I do not think I have the Sander. No, I haven't. I had that Sander. Alright. Oh, that's Ash. I have Ash. And then I'll do 1 Hero Fest spawner. So in here. I haven't forgotten about it, I just didn't. We'll go for Ike. It's just that I have all units, so I don't really care for it as much. Alright. And then let me just double take the Timidity Trial here. Wait, that's tomorrow, okay. That's about best I can show myself. I'll see